Hey guys, True Grit Scott, Bulletproof Saws and Bluesaws.com. Hope everybody's doing alright. I'm a little off kilter. I've had a head cold for what seems like a week, and my ears are so plugged up it's like I'm deaf. It feels like I got my earbuds in, and I don't. And it's got me a little bit wobbly, balance is off. I don't know what you call it, but I'm not quite right. Not that I was ever quite right, but it's even worse now. I got a bunch of carcasses that I'm starting to work on. 440s, 460s. Actually, I think there's only one 440 in this batch. Got them on trades over the years, things like that. And a lot of times I get them and I'll start ripping into them right away for parts, do this, do that, have other builds going on. But I had these just sitting and they sat long enough. I already pulled off all the plastics and you could see how dirty these were. I mean, they've been sitting, collecting dust. But there's a bunch of really decent parts on them. So I think what I'm going to do is build a couple saws and put a few things for sale. So that was the plan. But I wanted to show you some of these are so dirty, and I'll probably pause you and zoom you in. That you can't get a T-handle anywhere into the bolts on them. I started cleaning these already, so the front ones are clean. Maybe I can show you here, just to give you an idea. And I don't know if this is gonna work. Maybe I needed a flashlight to put some more light on this, but I'll bring it over and we'll see if we could see in there. I don't know if we can. Let's see. Anyhow, I mean, everything, these back ones are actually cleaner. If you could see them, let me try to hit a button there. Those are actually a lot cleaner than the front ones were. I mean, they're dirty. You can see. They're dirty. They were used, but they look to be in big shape. And so the first thing you do when you pull off the mufflers is you want to peek in the exhaust and see what the cylinders look like. And actually, I see this one is got some problems, but none of it looks, this one's got problems. Doesn't look like it has bad, I see marks on the piston, but not horrible. Then there's a couple of these guys that look absolutely pristine, so I'm kind of excited. That one looks pretty pristine. This one looks pretty pristine, but this one has a broken case. This one took a pretty good hit, and the case is broken. I think this one was pristine too. This one, nope, this one has light scoring. This 44 looks really good. So, in cleaning it up, one of the things I find super handy is I use my hot shot. I just have it filled with straight gas. I don't know if you can see it spraying. And it works off of the compressor. You know, you pump it up like a car tire. And, you know, you fill it up halfway with clean gas because, you know, what's gas? $3 a gallon. Whereas, you know, your carb cleaner's $3 for 12 ounces. So it's kind of a big difference. And I'll use that too just because of the straw. I could get in there with the straw, but I'll start my cleaning with the hot shot. And you take your, you know, an old file, put it down there and clean out those holes. And the reason I'm telling you this is if there's a bunch of, and these are dirty, when there's a bunch of stuff in them, you can't get your tool into your bolts and you go to turn, you're going to strip them out and just cause yourself problems. So yeah, it's going to take me every bit of a half hour to clean this out. And maybe if I just use the carbon choke cleaner or some brake clean with the hose, I could probably do it quicker. But that stuff was packed in there so much, so I'm cheap. It'll take me a little longer. I'll use my little spray bottle with the gasoline and then use that last. So I'm just not using up a ton of brake clean. I'll take the air hose, keep blowing them out, blowing out till I get them clean enough where I can remove those bolts. So that's just a goofy little tip. I think these should clean up pretty nice in the end. I thought most of the handles were good. I got 4 good handles out of 5. This one looks like a dog chewed on it. I bet you it still works, but it, you know, has some loss there. But the rest of it looks fine, and I'm guessing that'll be okay. I got flywheels, I got coils, oilers. I got a bunch of parts in this, but I am missing, I think, only one of them had a recoil on it. So I don't have all the OEM recoils, but I have other ones laying around, so that's not a problem. The plastics, for the most part, on a quick look, all looked good. Clutch covers were all missing. I think I got 2 clutch covers, maybe, out of the whole batch. One of them might have had a crack in it. They all had top handles. We'll see. We got something out of it. The other thing I did is I pulled out a couple Dolmars that I had. I just got one on a trade this week. I got a 7910 this week on a trade. And I had a 7900, and, well, I'll show you those real quick. Here, hold on, I'll pause you. All right, both of these need a little bit of work. They need AVs. Somebody stuck the wrong spring in this, so it's too long and pushing out. But a couple 7900s, I know fellas love these saws. This one's missing the brake flag, has the better muffler. What else was missing on this? I think the choke. Both of them are missing operator presence levers. But, oh, and this one had a little crack in the hood. But that one is pretty good, and that's the shinier hood. The bottoms were super clean on them. Like, not a lot of marring. That's the worst one, and you can still read everything like they weren't set to run on concrete. So, I don't know. I'm going to put those up for sale as a package deal or something, just because I don't know if I have the time to work on them. I'll pause you again. I had originally thought of just throwing all these in a crate the way they were and just putting them up for sale for parts. I just like the 44s, 46s, and tinkering with them, so I figured, just redo them. People will like them better. And I don't know, just some other stuff to sell aside from the clone saws, because I have a pile of saws that I'm going to start moving some of them out, because I got to make room. I'm out of room for... I've been out of room. Now I got saws all over the place, and I need to start thinning the herd a little bit, so time to go through stuff. Anyhow, guys, just a little update. Got a bunch of good mufflers. I'm happy. Something to mess with. True Grit Scott, Bulletproof Saws and Bluesaws.com. Thanks for watching. Be safe.